Okay, cool. I'm gonna restart the cutscene,
My cousin
guys.
to be different.
Different? I suppose it's normal.
As you may have heard,
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, hold on. Let me get out of the cutscene. Leave.
I must be going.
But of course.
Let's start this over. Okay. You guys, are we back? It looks like we're back. Thanks, AT&T. When did we cut out? Okay, so I see that. I don't know. I'm gonna start that cutscene over again, but we may have reached less than an hour. AT&T's limit of being able to stream. Oh God, I hope I can get the internet fixed soon. Yes, let's actually get the cutscene playing in full. Let's try that again. Let's go talk to Freckleface.
Visitors! Legate de Sade, I presume.
Indeed. Delighted to meet you, Your Grace.
The accounts I've been given of you and your companions don't do you justice. Truly, it is a pleasure. We're going to become wonderful friends, you and I'm sure of it. Say, aren't we going to be cousins soon?
Pardon me, Your Grace, but I'm not sure I follow. And if I may ask, what is it precisely that brings you to this remote island?
Haven't you heard? Well, it seems the messengers on this island are not particularly reliable. No matter. Your uncle and my father have decided that your cousin, Prince Constantine, and I are to be married. So, here I am.
Uh-huh.
This is incredible news.
Interesting
I
that
know you must be
Uncle
surprised.
didn't tell us that.
However, this alliance will be a wonderful way to put an end to the enmity between us, don't you think?
Indeed. But I should warn you that you might find my cousin to be different.
Different? I suppose it's normal for a long journey through these new lands to change a
Oh,
person.
yeah.
As you may have heard, he caught the Malachor. The magic present on this island cured him, but it also changed him.
Truly, it's a miracle he's recovered at all. I'm not surprised that it's left its mark. Still, I'm certain it won't affect our wedding, I assure you. Then, you and I will be cousins, of course. Furthermore, I was hoping I might be able to count on your assistance.
The music tells
Of
me I
course, Your
shouldn't.
Grace. What can I do for you?
You see, I didn't want to impose myself on New Serene until all the necessary arrangements had been made for my arrival. I had the Nauts drop us off in a quiet place outside the city. Too far outside the city, clearly. There were these savages and bandits skulking around the woods and threatening us. They even robbed me. Worst of all, they took the chest in which I was keeping the marriage contract.
We try not to use the term savages. We're on their land, after all. And the congregation's aim here is to do business.
Right you are. Please excuse me. I'm still not entirely used to these new surroundings. In any case, it's absolutely mortifying to have to ask you this, but you know the island and its inhabitants better than I do. Could you perhaps retrieve the chest for me? I would be eternally grateful, cousin.
Uh-huh. She's so sweet, guys. So sweet.
Can you tell me more about the theft?
Of course. We were unloading our things from those horrid little boats that the Nauts get about in when it was taken. I was busy setting up camp at the time, so I didn't see who it was. My men didn't see much either, because it was dark. but certain natives from the region stopped by in the morning. They were aggressive and insisted that we leave. I'm sure they were behind the robbery, unless it was just bandits. There were a couple that my men chased away, but that's all I know.
Thank you. We'll get about finding it.
Is there anything else?
I won't deny that I'm surprised to hear about your engagement to my cousin, despite the excellent reason you put forth.
Surely you didn't think your cousin would stay single forever? Perhaps you thought to remedy this yourself?
What?
Know that although the decision was not my own, I'm very pleased about it. I got the impression your uncle thought a wedding might calm your cousin a little. And now that he's in the role of governor, he needs a wife of his standing. My father saw an opportunity to get me away from Peren, where I was in great danger, and found me a worthy husband in the process. But again, it's clear that their main intention was to put an end to years of conflict. Is there anything else?
Mm-hmm. The music is being very aggressive about this.
Since we're going to be cousins, I'll have to get to know you better.
Well, aren't you just lovely? I'm afraid there isn't much to tell. I was raised like any good princess, educated in both arts and arms. But, as I had several older brothers, I was never really given a political role. I'm still my father's favorite, though. You may know that I've already been married once, but my husband was murdered in cold blood as part of a plot at court.
I'm very sorry for your loss. Please accept my deepest condolences.
You're too kind. After he died, my father decided it was best to send me away from Peren. He knew your cousin was unmarried and was tired of the futile disputes between our families. So he contacted Prince d'Orsay, and the rest is history. Is there anything else?
No, bye.
I must be going, Your Grace.
But of course. Goodbye, dear cousin.
Let's get away from her. She creeps me out.
I simply cannot believe that Prince d'Orsay would marry his son to that princess. His father may not much like Constantine, but not to the point he would consent to him marrying a family's worst enemy.
I can't believe it either. There's too much rancor between our families.
You know your family's political schemes and your uncle much better than I. If you think there's room for doubt...
Yes. I suggest we examine that wedding contract closely.
See, I think there's a merchant over here somewhere. Well, let's see what these... oh, we got new stuff, guys. Let's see what he's got. Great sword. Nah. Nah. No, none of it's on fire. I mean, it's very pretty, but it's only got one barrel. You know, that hat really doesn't say Avery. But it might say Kurt. I mean... I might have to get that for you, buddy. Yeah. Oh, I was hoping they might have some really fancy, Well, hold on. We'll see how it looks on... None of those look like, Let's see if... No. There we are. No, you just don't look right without the blue and the silver. Enjoy your new hat, Kurt. You look stunning, bud. Got us away from the whistling and aggressive guitar.
My Tempest. My Tempest. Do you think the time will come when your uncle will send your fiancé here on one of our boats?
I'm sure he's thought about it, but he's far away.
What?
He
Kurt?
knows I'm beyond his control.
I hate
Kurt!
the fact that the congregation's idea of love lies in a contract. He'll marry you off to some man as if you were a piece of furniture, just to gain a little influence.
If you hadn't become a Nord, your fate would probably have been the
God damn
same.
it, Kurt!
Probably. Not that that makes it any better. I've been thinking about it, though.
Oh?
God damn it!
If your uncle sent you someone with one of those contracts, I'd whisk you away and we'd go to sea.
Would
We'd
we?
run away together, we'd be free. And he couldn't do anything about it. Did you want anything else?
Well, that was very romantic. I'm glad that Kurt decided to stand in front of the camera for that entire cutscene. Thank you for that, Kurt. That was beautiful.
My Tempest. Can I do anything?
I must leave you.
Greenblood, my
It was
friend.
revenge for the hat.
Do you need something?
I must leave you.
He said, I had a fashionable hat for so long, and then you gave me this thing. I found an invisible wall. I guess I have. Hey guys! Hi! This island is so pretty. Hey, village, eh? Maybe. Or just area. Oh no, kitties!
Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
What's that really bad Stephen King movie? skinwalkers, I think. That's what these cats remind me of. There's an unusual amount of angry kitty men here. They seem to be leaving the natives alone, though. Must be nice. Oh no! Hi, Simba. Bye, Simba. Esgarats, apparently. Esgargats? You guys got awful quiet after we restarted. Are you all still there? Did you give up when the stream died? Oh, okay. Feel like we should start taking bets on how long it's gonna take for me to get my internet back to normal. Okay, I want to go open up that one too. There's a cave. Ah! Well, I'm not in the right area anyway. No, I'm really not in the right area, game. I was hoping to find a village down there, but... Damn! They really did colonize all the livelong day here, didn't they?
If I've understood correctly, the chest was here when it was stolen. Ah, there are footprints which lead away from the camp.
Oh, who's around now? Is it a kitty? Is it a kitty? It's kitties!
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Bop, 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 bop. Da, 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 da. There is a lot of these little bastards, aren't there?
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
They're like, oh, you know what? It's gonna be these catmen that stole the marriage contract. Because they wanted Aurelia all to themselves. Hello, kitty cat. Clever girl. Hiding in the bushes. I mean, might as well. Not that I do anything with any of the dropped loot. Alright, where are we headed now? It said it was headed away from the camp, but it didn't say which direction, did it? Oh, back that way. Well.
There are other footprints here. They're quite deep, as if the person who made them were carrying a heavy load. We're on the right path.
Alright, cool. Where are we headed next? All the way over here. Hello, friends. I don't suspect you at all. I think you're just minding your own business.
The undergrowth has been crushed. Several people passed through here.
Okay, come on. It's literally a route. You can walk over it. It's not hard. There we go. I've discovered a natural bridge.
The footprints seem
Big
less
naturals.
hurried. The thieves must have felt safer here. We must be getting close.
Big natural bridge. Ooh. There's always something behind a waterfall. Two-handed saber. Let's look at it. Actually, hey Kurt, do you want a fancy Oh. You can't use it. What about you? I know it's no, he can't use the two-handed saber. Okay. Only I'm special enough to use the two-handed saber. Uh-oh. Oh! Cheap shot, cat. Cheap shot. Hey! Hey, did I call it? I said it was gonna be the cats.
These outlaws were either very bad fighters, or they were taken by surprise. They didn't even defend themselves.
That's true. We should look around before returning Aurelia's chest. This campfire is strange. The ashes and embers are laid out as they should be, but the ground beneath them is untouched. This campfire has not been used. It seems as though it was just laid out as a prop.
Mm-hmm. She staged the theft of the supposed marriage contract to try to give it legitimacy, because oh no, it was suddenly out of my hands. So therefore, anything that makes it look illegitimate is just a coincidence, and it just so happened.
The poor souls didn't enjoy their loot very long. It looks as though they were attacked as soon as they settled down here. I'm troubled by this fake campfire. It casts a strange light upon this whole affair, and considering all we know about her family, I can't help thinking Aurelia de Vespe is responsible. The question is, why? I suppose we'll only find out once we've talked to her again. We'd best go back to the camp and return the chest.
Yeah. Yeah, something fishy's going on here.
The de Vespe coat of arms. This must be the chest Aurelia asked us to find.
Is there any way to open it? We could examine this contract of hers.
I can't see a lock, and we'd be hard-pressed to explain why we broke it. We'd better bring it back untouched.
Wait. Look, there seem to be soldiers over there. We should observe them before jumping into their arms.
Over where? Oh, over there. Pop, pop, pop.
It seems they are Aurelia de Vesp's swordsmen. I'm afraid it is now beyond doubt. These men were sent to ambush us. Aurelia sent us to recover that chest solely in order to get rid of us.
We should teach those assassins and their mistress a lesson. But, since we spotted them, if you'd rather avoid trouble...
The Spad Assassins. Oh, and I gave you one of their hats, Kurt. Hold on, Kurt. We're gonna have to change that. That hat is no longer fashionable. There. Alright, what does it say? Oh, we should give him the chest. Okay. Oh, but then I could, like, circle down that way. So where were these supposed assassins? Guess I'll find them on the way. Oh, there they are.
Death sentence, hoping we'd be killed off by those beasts. And to top it off, she set an ambush with these assassins. She ought to be taught a lesson. But I suppose that would be frowned upon.
She'll have to answer for this. But given the power of her family, we must remain polite.
I did like that very brief battle music there. Is the music for this, expansion available anywhere? Aurelia, you got some splaining to do. Oh, that's sad.
You? I did think I'd see you again. So soon.
Is that because you'd hoped we'd be clawed to death by those beasts, or because you thought your assassins would get the better of us?
Yeah, that's real,
Now, who do you take me for? I was just putting your courage to the test, that's all. A princess's whim. I kindly suggest you forget all about this little incident. You see, my dear, we de Vesps have a habit of knowing as much about our enemies as our friends. I'm afraid my father's men have obtained some rather sensitive information, which, well, if the other governors were to find out, it could very well jeopardize your position, along with that of the D'Orsay. If word were to get out about your origin, for example...
Are you trying to blackmail me?
Oh, what a horrid word! Come now, I would never do such a thing. Let's just say that I'm ensuring your loyalty.
I hate that
In
she has such a
fact,
great hat.
Some of my men are already at the courts of Hikmet and San Mateus, and ready to act if you try anything. But I'm sure it won't come to that. We'll soon be part of the same family, after all.
Yeah, you know, I'm getting the feeling that you, may have, killed your first husband. And he didn't die.
I won't deny that I'm surprised.
Sure. Know that I got the impression, and now that he's in my father... But again, is there anything...
Why do you feel the need to resort to blackmail? You have your contract. Why threaten me?
My sweet summer child. You seem to have learnt to navigate the seas of politics in a duck pond. My waters, however, were shark-infested. Knowing the weaknesses of others, as well as how and when to exploit them to ensure unwavering loyalty, is key to survival as a Devesp. I believe I mentioned that my late husband was murdered at court. Well, his killers worked for my brother. My own brother didn't think twice before having the man I loved killed to secure his position. He broke my heart. I understand, of course. I'd probably do the same. And what of it? Do you think I would feel more remorse were it, say, a cousin-in-law? Is there anything else?
What are your intentions? Surely you're not going to all this trouble just to marry my cousin.
And why not? Your cousin's quite the catch, you know. Don't tell me you haven't thought about it yourself.
I really haven't!
Right. I want more than just a new husband. I want a place where I can showcase my talents, a place to shine. Who knows? As the governor's wife, I could even become the new legate and try my hand at diplomacy. Unless I decide to keep you, of course. That is, if you promise to serve me well and aid me in expanding our influence on this island.
I don't like
and
her
beyond.
very much.
The Devesps have long worked in the shadows of the congregation. No more. I hope that answers your question. Is there anything else?
Here's your chest. This is the one you sent me to fetch.
Yes, that's the one. Thank you for your help. You have shown yourself to be as reliable as they say. Long may it continue to be the case. Well, now that I've recovered my precious documents, you'll be able to deliver the wedding contract to your cousin in New Serene. I await the preparations for my arrival and accommodation. Then there'll be plenty of time to prepare the ceremony with my husband-to-be.
The arrival of a noble lady such as yourself will require several arrangements. New Serene is a very new city.
Yes, I'm sure. Don't dither for too long now. I'm counting on you to be as quick as possible. And to convince your cousin and his men to be reasonable. You know what's at stake. Is there anything else?
No, goodbye.
I must be going, Your Grace.
But of course. Goodbye, dear cousin.
She has us. We now have the contract, but even if it does turn out to be forged, we have no choice but to bend to her will.
Damnation. She's a thorn in our side. I wonder what she knows exactly.
Sadly, all families have their secrets. And whichever one she holds would be enough to put our family at risk.
We must get those documents back. Let's go to Hikmet and San Mateus and take the wind out of their sails. After that, we can settle our score with her.
You're right. It's the only way to put an end to this alliance and supplant the Viper.
Alright.
My Tempest. The congregation really knows how to create schemers. Aurelia is living proof. She was all smiles, and then she brought out the venom and threatened us. I hope you'll put her back in her place. Did you want anything else?
I must leave you.
Greenblood, my friend. A
Night
pack of
scribbles.
schemers. That woman is the embodiment of everything I hate about the congregation. Her words of sweetness and honey mask her betrayal. I hope you don't intend to let her get away with it. If not, I'll have to be the one to settle the score with her. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Alright, well, let's go talk. Oh, wait. Camp is up here. Might as well talk to the whole crew. What are your feelings about this, Afra?
Desade, I'm happy to see you. I imagined more cordial relationships between members of the congregation, I must say. It's a real viper's nest. I don't envy you. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Words
As
of
we
advice.
expected, beneath the honey-coated surface lies the venom. But I think the young schemer exposed herself too soon. Her loose lips have pointed us in the right direction. Now we must use the information.
I will see you later.
Take care.
Karans, I now understand why you were worried. That woman is a vicious viper. She sent us to recover her things, and now she's threatening us. But she's underestimating us, isn't she?
Yep.
Anything else?
I
Nope.
must leave you.
Now, I know he doesn't have anything to say, but I'm gonna go check with Constantine anyway, because it would be really funny if he did. I'm fairly certain they couldn't get Constantine's voice actor back for some reason. I recall hearing that.
Constantine.
My adorable cousin, I am always happy to see you. What news do you bring?
I must take my...
Take care.
Actually, have you talked to your father?
Constantine.
My adorable...
Any news of your parents?
No. With the time... My father's next letter. As for my mother, she's probably...
I must take...
Take care.
So, you're back. How was your encounter with Lady de Vespe?
As expected, the situation is complicated. Apparently, she came to marry my cousin. She sent me to recover the wedding contract, which had supposedly been stolen. It turned out that was a ruse to have me killed. Then, to keep me quiet, she resorted to blackmail. She claims to have gathered compromising information on me and Constantine, which she means to hand over to the governors if I don't do as she says.
Alas, this is exactly the kind of behavior that's to be expected from her. You should
Yep.
recover these documents before she hands them over to the governors and ruins your reputation. Make haste. The rest can probably wait.
I mean,
You're back.
Do you have any news from my uncle?
Don't forget how long it took. I don't think we'll... But I am.
Looking forward.
Do, 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 do. Well, Lady Mirage never sleeps. We'll go say hi in the middle of the night.
You're back. Do you have any news about Aurelia de Vespe and her entourage?
What can you tell me about the de Vespe?
And strange. Nevertheless, I'm not an expert, but no, they have tried to impose themselves many times at its head, holding up the antiquity of their city Peren as a pretext. They bribe messengers, use blackmail and trickery, even murder. Be very careful with them, Your Excellency. Do you have any other questions?
Do you know the city of Peren?
Legend would have it that it's the oldest city in the continent. It's a beautiful city with a river running through it, and whose art and nevertheless, it doesn't have direct access to the sea. That's what finally pushed it into the... Do you have any...
Nothing new there. Alright.
My lady,
She's gonna go take a nappy nap before she goes hiking everywhere all across the continent. You know, I think we'll start with Mother Superior, because, you know, blackmail and stuff. Want to maybe get in front of that one. Oh, it wants me to go to Hikmet first. Well, fine then. Deciding to become the new legate. How dare she? Also, extremely disconcerting for her to constantly be asking me why I haven't married my cousin. Like, you know.
Your Excellency, Her Highness... Her Highness, Aurelia de Vespe of the Merchant Congregation has sent me to convey her regards. She would like to assure you of her deepest respect and her unwavering support as an ally with any troubles you may encounter. She also wishes to forewarn you that the person who, until now, presented herself as the congregation's legate may soon lose her position. Indeed, she is believed to have lied about her lineage, and doubt has now been cast upon her titles of nobility. It is also rumored that she has engaged in questionable dealings involving the guilds and the natives. We sincerely hope that, until this situation has been clarified,
that
you will
is
treat
bold.
her with the utmost suspicion. Naturally, if these allegations prove to be true, a new legate will be appointed by Her Highness immediately.
Madam, I thank you for your kind words, but I do not know you. You come on behalf of someone I do not know either, and who, to my knowledge, has no political authority. Yet you present yourself before my court making accusations against someone who has always shown herself to be respectable and who has come to our aid numerous times. I must ask you to leave, madam. You are not welcome here. I've rarely been faced with such a deceitful, insolent person. I'm sorry you had to hear such horrendous things. What's happening in the congregation that this joke of an ambassador is challenging your position like this?
As you may be aware, Your Excellency, there's a long-standing rivalry between the de Vespe and the d'Orsay families. Aurelia de Vespe just arrived in Tirfredi and clearly intends to impose her will here by any means.
I suggest you settle this affair swiftly. Had it been anyone other than myself, they may well have believed such lies.
That's what I intend to do, Your Excellency. But to do so, I need to know where to find this ambassador.
I think I heard that she and her entourage took up residence in a farm just out of town. You should find her, so she can explain herself.
I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my lady.
Bold.
These nobles are shameless. If the governor didn't respect you like he does, who knows what kind of damage their lies could have caused? What kind of information do you expect to find here?
I don't know. But we cannot take the risk of letting it spread. Even lies can be dangerous. We must tread carefully. The de Vespes are experts in the art of manipulation. We must ensure that these documents never get out.
I mean, I'm guessing she found out about, the little adoption. But technically, you know, she is... Yes, she was born... Her parentage was different, but she was adopted into the family.
At the fiery flasks, you'll find the quintessence of
The quintessence of alchemy.
At the fiery flasks, you'll find the quintessence of alchemy. The best potions and the most efficient concoctions. All about science.
How the heck do I get out of here? Okay, I have to always remember it's like the middle one.
Come closer. Come closer. All my wares are in the vanguard.
Here come the de Vespe ambassador and her henchmen.
Let's hide. We might let slip the location of the documents. Then we'll know where to find them.
I should save. We should hide, huh? Alright, well, we're gonna try hiding like this. This is really, really stupid.
Ambassador? Did your meeting with the governor go well?
Unfortunately, our legate is well loved here, and I didn't have time to put my argument before them. I was thrown out as soon as our rival arrived. But I shall not give up. I shall convey my message by other means. Nothing casts doubt better than spreading hearsay amongst the courtesans. And when we present him with our proof, the governor will be brought to see things our way. However, the legate's presence is problematic. I did not expect her here so soon. Special care must be taken to better hide our documents. search the
She's
old
so
farm and the keep.
obvious.
She or her comrades could well find them. Tomorrow morning, we must move them to a safer hiding place. In the meantime, we must rest.
As you command, Ambassador.
I'm glad they just told us where it was. And the camera just shows her. Listening.
Damn it! It was a trap.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
Oh, I love this music.
Move away. Things are...
There are some documents, but it's not the evidence Aurelia spoke of. These documents speak of you.
What?
It appears that the Devesp sought out information on each of you, hoping to influence you or to drive a wedge between us.
I can only imagine the heap of garbage it must contain. I hope you know me well enough not to take that filth seriously.
This is just further proof of their deceit. And the so-called evidence got away again. Let's search these men. We may find something useful.
Oh, we get to read them. All right. Afra was born in Olima in 182 after the foundation of the Alliance, 1310 after the foundation of Perrin. Although Afra was born to a family well known for their skill in the field of astronomy, she decided to steer her career towards the study of nature. She studied with Dr. Asili, a well-known scholar from Al Saad, and decided to move to the island to join him. She reportedly recently left his circle of students following disputes on scholarly views. Professor is rumored to resort to murder and torture for the advancement of science. Since the student was drawn to his work, it wouldn't be difficult to blackmail her. Oh, come on. Notes on Bishop Petrus of Ptolemy. My god, that one's long. According to Ptolemy's records, Bishop Petrus was born in 743 after St. Matthias, in 1280 after the foundation of Perrin. He is legate of Ptolemy under the Tir Fredie congregation and seems to have become legate de Sardes, traveling companion. He was born to a bourgeois and very pious family from Ptolemy, joined the missionaries very young, and climbed the ranks quickly. He became a member of the Ptolemy embassy in Cyrene. At the age of 33, he held the position for several years. He's a well-known diplomat who wishes to become a cardinal. He is rumored to be a big fan of pleasure houses. Oh, really? Dirty Uncle Petrus. His ambition and his little vice should serve as leverage. He is as desperate for a title as they say. Pledging our support to him at the next council should ensure his loyalty towards us. Notes on Not Vasco. Oh boy, this one should be fun. Probably born in 1312 after the foundation of Perrin. We don't know for sure. Vasco is one of the Sea Given. According to our information, he comes from a noble family in Cyrene. However, we have not been able to find accurate information about his ancestry yet. He rose to the rank of captain and captained his own ship for some time. On his arrival in Tir Fredie, he lost his rank when the admiral ordered him to join Legates de Sardes' entourage, no doubt to spy on them. According to our sources, he's become bitter and yearns for his alternate life as a young nobleman. It would be extremely easy for us to win him over to our cause with some title or other small income in Perrin. Oh, you guys! Your information is so out of date. In return, he could undoubtedly give us a lot of information. Not only about those he has been spying on since he arrived on this island, but also on the Knots. Oh boy, I can't wait to see what they have about Kurt. According to the Guard's records, Kurt was born in 1199 after the foundation of Serene, 1302 after the foundation of Paren. He is a captain of the Coin Guard, and was formerly Governor Constantine and Legate de Sardai's master of arms and bodyguard. His parents were both guards, but he was brought up by a prostitute and trained by a man named Herman. Though, he's always been loyal to the Guard. His loyalty towards the Governor and the Legate was such that he didn't hesitate to report the attempted uprising organized by his commander. So it's useless to try to bribe him by usual means. However, he seems to care deeply for the young recruits. Such commitment could be used to bend him to our will, either through kidnapping or blackmail. Wow, assholes. Fiora. Oh, you guys are the worst. We haven't managed to get a hold of any records clearly indicating this woman's year of birth. Nevertheless, according to our research sources, she's 22 years old, and would therefore have been born in 1315 after the foundation of Paren. She's one of the two daughters of an island war lady who died in a battle against the Bridge Alliance, which the Legate failed to prevent. Thanks! She has reportedly traveled with the Sardais since and is part of their entourage. Some people say that she knows how to use the strange magic of the indigenous people. This young woman could be a precious ally if we succeed in gaining her loyalty. She could not only serve to bend the Dorsey family to our will, but also ensure a good relationship with the local tribes. It seems to me that the Sardais' failure in preventing the battle that claimed her mother's life, as well as the resentment she must feel towards the Alliance, could be a solid way to sway her loyalty. I feel like we should have a family meeting. Note from Aurelia de Vespe. Make sure that imbecile merchant Valens keeps our chest away from the prying eyes of de Sardet, and tell him that if anything happens to you, he must send it to the governor of Hikmet so he may read its contents. Instill as much suspicion as possible in the court, but don't use those documents just yet. For now, the goal isn't to suffocate our prey, it's just to let it know who's atop the food chain.
According to this letter, the chest was given to a merchant in town who deals with the de Vespes. He was ordered to hand it to the governor if something happens to the delegation.
If we get it back before the merchant sends it off, everything will be fine.
Well...
Greenblood, my friend. Do you need something?
I must leave you.
Alright, well, let's go get the stuff, I guess. Note to Madame Lavoisier. For our safety and to prevent anyone from putting their hands on the documents if the farm is attacked. The documents shall be hidden in the tree stump near the farm at the foot of the cliff. Tree stump near the farm at the foot of the cliff. Okay, a tree stump. Near the farm. At the foot of a cliff. There's so many tree stumps, though. Okay. Tree stump near the farm at the foot of the cliff. Oh, fuck. Not that tree stump. Okay. Hey, buddy, have you seen a tree stump? Tree stump near the foot of the cliff, near the farm. Yeah, I'm starting to suspect that maybe that was another teehee.
Come closer. Come closer. Hello. Are you Valence?
Indeed. What can I do for you, milady? Are you looking for tools for your workers? I have a large range of tools. Everything you need for mining or timber harvesting.
I have no interest in your goods. I have been sent by Her Highness Aurelia de Vespe. She asked me to recover a chest you have in your keeping.
Of course, of course. It's stuffed between my goods in the street just behind us. I hope you tell your mistress that I obeyed her orders.
Do not worry. She will be told.
Notes on Constantine d'Orsay. Constantine was born in 1209 after the foundation of Cyrene, in 1312 after the foundation of Perennes. He is Prince Claude d'Orsay's second son. Second son? Wait, he had an older brother? Born to his second wife, Julia d'Orsay. Recently appointed governor of Tierfredi, Constantine d'Orsay has only been the prince's official heir since the death of his older brother. The cause of his death is explained in the attached letter. Julia d'Orsay paid some of our men to get rid of her cumbersome stepson. Oh! I must admit I respect that woman. She could be one of us. That being said, the brother's assassination calls into question Constantine's legitimacy and his claim to his father's fortune and throne. With such a mother, can we even be sure that he's the prince's legitimate son? Wow! Letter from Julia d'Orsay. Attached to this letter is the agreed payment. Sirs, remember, it is important, it is imperative, that your hand is not suspected in Laurent's death. My son must reign. Julia d'Orsay. God, Ariette sucks! Okay. Stump near the cliff.
My Tempest. Can I do anything for you?
I must leave you.
Okay. In a tree stump near the farm. Which farm? There's several. Near the edge of a cliff. I feel like I might have been sent on a wild goose chase on this one. Just gonna follow all these little cliff lines. Okay, there's not a not a stump there. It's not a stump I can check there. Aurelia must be laughing her ass off right now at me going and trying to find every single fucking stump. Be so annoyed if there's no stumps. Okay, so I've searched along that wall and that cliff. I think we've searched over here at all the stumps along this wall near all these dead bodies. And all along there. And we've searched up this way. We searched that one. And I think we searched this one. Yeah. And I believe we searched all over there. And on that side. Maybe we should just gather the whole crew here. Oh, did I just lose power on my... Oh, I lost battery on my, controller. Oh, hold on. Alright, everybody, let's talk.
My dear child, what can I do for you?
You want to talk about your, weird fetishes? No?
See you later,
okay.
Father.
Take care, my child.
Looked like Vasco was, like, making fun of him. Okay, so... I think the bit about the stump was not true. I don't know where else to look. I'm gonna have to go change batteries really quick on my, controller. So hold, please. I have to find where I put the batteries. I swear I'm running through these so quickly these days. Didn't we, like, just replace them on stream a little while ago? Somebody with some very obnoxious lights is outside. Uh-oh. Hey, maybe you're out of batteries. Oh, shit. Let me see if I've got some stowed away in this little cubby here. I have one. Okay, my... Alas, my, controller is out for the night. I'll have to get new batteries on order very soon. Not me trying to get batteries really, really quick. Actually, I'll just get them from... I'll get them tomorrow. Oh, wait. Letter from a sympathizer. Your Excellency de Sade. I know your enemies are in town and where to find them. Meet me at the town gates to know more. A guard. I am so suspicious. Why do I have a feeling this is not real?
Hello. Are you the guard who left me a message at the embassy?
Greetings, Your Excellency. Yes, it was me. I thought you should be warned when I saw those vermin bearing the Devesp livery.
This is indeed interesting information. Do you know if they're staying in town?
The delegation leader is always at the tavern. He drinks heavily. His men wander around town looking for trouble.
Thank you. I imagine you're expecting a reward.
No, Your Excellency, keep your money. I'll consider myself highly rewarded if you manage to put a stop to their horrible, manipulative plans. My old battalion was almost completely lost to those vipers. They led us into a trap and left us to rot, so I don't know what you wish to do to them. But I wish you the best success.
Well, thank you. That's... quite kind of you. Man. Feels so weird to play with keyboard and mouse. Okay, so we have to go to the Coin Tavern. I know where that is. This weird ass town layout. Oh.
Hello. I wonder if we might have a word.
De Sardet. The D'Orsay family's henchman. I knew it. I knew I would meet my end by accepting this mission. After what you did to Ambassador Lavoisin in Hikmet.
If the ambassador and her men had not attacked me, they would certainly still be alive. Since you know who I am, you must know why I'm here.
Yes. The document chest. But don't think you can scare me into giving it to you. I've been scared to death since I got to this town. Since I got to this island. But I will not betray them.
He will sell them out for one corn chip. I almost kind of want to do that. I'm just going to reassure him.
Come. We never wished you harm. We only want to recover some files. They do concern us, after all. Tell us where they are. A huge weight will be lifted off your shoulders.
That's true. Does it even matter? I don't have the chest anymore. I gave it to a group of inquisitors who don't like you very much. Those fools are so furious that they'd rather die than give you the chest. And Saint Matthias is with them. So, they're hiding out in one of the warehouses around the port. If you really want to confront them, it's your own choice. But you should say a prayer first.
Okay. Okay, pal. Sure thing. Okay, I think port is this way? Hold on. No, keep going. No need to stop. Oh shit, I don't know how to do combat with keyboard and mouse. It's been so long.
Found us. But don't rejoice too soon. You will not leave this warehouse alive.
Come. I'm sure we can work this out. I only want the Devesp chest.
Devesp chest.
Count on it. Because of you, our order has been driven off this island and the governor treats us like criminals.
We shall avenge our brothers and our order.
A bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
I'm just dancing to the music. I'll let the boys handle this. I want the soundtrack to this. The music is rocking. Notes on Legate de Sardet. De Sardet. De Sardet was born in 1210 after the foundation of Serene. 1313 after the foundation of Paren. Appointed legate of the congregation before her departure from Serene. This young woman accomplished diplomatic missions entrusted her by Governor Constantine d'Orsay. According to our information, she's rather talented, but she is unfortunately too close to her cousin for us to count on her willing loyalty. We must therefore either get rid of her or blackmail her. This shouldn't be a problem, since it seems that the legate is not a legitimate child. Indeed, the child was presented to court in the autumn of the year 1210, but we've gathered several documents proving that her father, General Marc de Sardet, was sent on an expedition nearly a year before her birth, and he never returned to court. Levi de Sardet must therefore have birthed a bastard. Oh, if they only knew! That is really funny. They have no fucking clue.
It's blocked.
Oh!
Poison on my blade. And let's go! Let's see if you can walk.
Wow, okay. She's not a bastard. She, at least from what we understand, was, actually... her mother and father were actually natives to the island, and her mother was captured and gave birth to her while she was at sea. But she was basically adopted. Well, does anybody want to talk about what just happened?
De Sardet, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
Nope. Alright.
I must leave you.
Alright. Oh, come on. Okay, come on now. Work with me. Work with me, keyboard. I mean, it's not a bad looking outfit, it's just not her. Well, let's get out of here. Oh god, what fresh hell waits us outside?
What are these posters? They weren't here before.
I'd love a bit of good news for a change. Let's take a closer look.
You know it's not good news, Kurt. You know it's them being assholes. Propaganda poster. The Governor d'Orsay and his henchman de Sardet are both illegitimate. They usurped their positions at the head of this town. Built by Lady Mirange, their titles of nobility were obtained through the blood of innocence and bastardry. They used the prince's kindness to climb to power. The people of New Serene reject these usurpers. Choose new, legitimate leaders.
What is this nonsense? Another de Vespe trick. They'll truly stop at nothing. These posters could cause a full-scale riot. We must stop them from spreading around town.
This is very funny.
The crowd is restless.
What crowd?
These posters. If we do nothing, the situation could get out of hand.
Let's question these passers-by. One of them will surely know who's responsible. Somehow it reeks of de Vespe.
You think? You think?
I say those posters tell the truth. We should demand a new governor. And this one should be sent to court.
It's just a matter of being informed. My cousin knows one of the governor's guards, and she told me it was all true. Lady Mirange there's a true governor, and she's never put a foot out of line. Whereas this Constantin d'Orsay...
Okay. You guys want to talk?
Greetings, madam. Did you happen to see by any chance who stuck up these posters?
Oh, you are the famous legate these posters speak of. You would never tell me if it were all true. Anyway, if you want revenge against the woman who stuck 'em up, you're too late. The guards caught her in the act, and when they saw what was written on the posters, they took her to the barracks. She must be rotting away in jail now.
Thank you. And you shouldn't believe those lies.
As if you could say anything else.
I'm gonna go talk to Lady Mirage. She's right around the corner here.
Incredible! Who would have thought that our governor and the legate were involved in sordid affairs?
It's obviously a lie. How could you believe that kind of poster?
You're all so gullible! I knew it all along. This government is illegitimate.
The 5G is in the posters. So, have you seen the posters?
You're back. Do you have any news about Aurelia de Vespe and her entourage?
Goodbye, Lady Mirange.
Goodbye, Your Excellency. Be careful.
Let's see. Which way to the basement? Hey, Manfred.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
No, thank you.
Nothing. You may do nothing for me, sir.
Hello. I'm the bastard murderer from your posters.
Oh, Your Excellency. I'm not responsible for the content of those posters. I had no choice but to stick them up. In a sense, the guard's arrest protected me, but my partner is under lock and key and guarded by armed men who bear the De Vespe livery. They are responsible. They forced me to stick these posters up all around town. They threatened to kill my partner. If you don't stop them, they will kill him. I beg you, free him.
I believe you, and I will free your friend if I can. Do you know where the other posters are? I must destroy this nonsense before it creates a riot.
No, they only gave me one stack of them. They certainly have more, but I don't know where they're hiding the rest. The men who are holding him must know.
Very well. I have no other choice but to free him. Where is he being held?
Behind the barracks, along the docks. Please, hurry!
I like how they can't quite decide in the dialogue if it's a friend, partner, husband. Wrong way.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Well, you freed yourself rather quickly.
Thank you for freeing me from those murderers' clutches. Do you know where my friend is? She went to stick up those horrible posters.
She sent me to rescue you. She was imprisoned, but she'll probably get out soon. The presence of these men will prove that she had no intention of causing an insurrection.
Oh, you've taken a great weight off me shoulders. I was worried she'd been killed. They were such brutes.
I must destroy the rest of the posters. Do you have any idea where those men could have hidden them?
Well, they spoke of having a reserve just outside of town. In a small hut, if my memory serves me well. You should go and check.
Thank you. And try to avoid the De Vespes in the future. They're dangerous.
Spasassin. Spasassin. Wait, is it a Spasassin because of De Vespe? And that's why they're, and so they're Spasassins? That is really stupid and also really funny. I apparently can just climb up here now. I don't need to, though. Okay, just outside the gate. Wrong gate!
Bit of poison on my veins. Let's go!
Quite in fear before
If you like the smell of blood, you're in for a treat.
Just jam into the music. They have no limit to the amount of goons they throw at people, do they? Make it explode. Keeps like trying to do an auto run and there is no auto run. I think we'll finish up in this and whatever wily scheme Aurelia has, we'll have to deal with it next week. You don't want to hear about any of the shit that's going on here, Constantine? Okay. So shit's been going down, buddy.
You're back. Any news?
I recovered some documents that Aurelia intended to use against us. I also brought you the wedding contract.
Let me see. Yes. A skillful blend of truths and untruths, as is to be expected. I'm afraid, however, this letter from Julia d'Orsay, Constantine's mother, is genuine. But your cousin is not to blame for his mother's folly. It caused him more harm than good, and he was but a child when his brother was killed. But the implication that he's not the prince's son is absurd. You know them both, and you know how much Constantine looks like his father. As for these documents about your mother, poor Livy would never have deceived your father. And furthermore...
It's all right. I know. I'm a native of Tirfredi. My real mother was a Denegad of the Sisag Nemeis clan. So in a way, all this is both true and completely false. I'm not General de Sarde's daughter, and my mother never deceived him.
I wasn't aware you knew.
Yes, you did!
You were adopted, and though the adoption was somewhat irregular, in any case, I doubt that this information could truly be used against you. The revelations about Constantine are more cause for concern. But since you recovered the evidence, we needn't worry about it being used against us. Providing it's the only copy, of course.
I believe so. What do you make of
No!
the contract?
It's probably not.
Is it genuine?
Well, the writing is that of a court clerk. But their handwriting all looks the same. It would be difficult to tell if it was truly written by your uncle. As for the seal, well, I'm almost certain that it is a forgery. But an excellent one at that. That being said, without the seal itself, you'd be hard-pressed to prove it. If we denounce this contract without evidence, everyone will say that it's just an excuse to get out of the wedding.
In that case, I need to find that seal. Let's hope Aurelia de Vespe has brought it with her.
I'd wager she did. She may want to use it again. If you want to find it, you'll have to get her away from her camp to have a good chance to search her belongings.
As I'm supposed to be organizing the princess's arrival, Lady Morange can surely help by sending for her. Thank you, sir.
Was there anything else you wish to ask?
I must be on my way. Goodbye, Professor.
This is a good spot to leave off, I think.
Tread carefully.
Let's, get out of these cramped quarters.
My Tempest. All these documents and evidence that have been accumulated against us to better play the political game. I don't like it. Now that we've recovered it all, I hope we'll fight back. Did you want anything else?
Nah.
I must leave you.
Greenblood, my friend. I can't believe that Viper had a file about each of us. Then I hope you don't believe what it said. Anyway, now we've taken all this so-called evidence back from her, we'll be able to give her a taste of her own medicine. Anything else?
The one on you, Kurt, was surprisingly accurate.
I must leave you.
Basically, it just said, yeah, we can't bribe him.
De Sarde, I'm happy to see you. You can breathe easy now we've got our hands on all these documents. They've done a good job, I must say. I didn't expect them to have documents about me, too. Anything else?
I must leave you.
I must admit, Aurelia does possess a certain genius.
Ah.
The information she gleaned, the way she used it. She's a formidable opponent. But her pride got the better of her and she underestimated us. Now, it's our turn to act.
I noticed you are not
I will see you later, Father.
confirming
Take care, my
or
child.
denying the allegations about your prurient interests, sir.
Carans, now that we've recovered the documents which speak of us, can we finally drive that woman off the island? There are enough Renaigze here. We can do without the worst kind of lawyers and plotters. Anything else?
Nah, we're good.
I must leave you.
Alright. This is a good spot to save. Thank you all for coming out. I hope you had a good time. Sorry about the dropout. Hopefully I can get this fixed before we have to deal with this constantly. Until then, I will catch you guys next time. Night, everybody.